Welcome. I was once asked how a person can be a sports fan. How can a person root for a team where they have no direct interest in the outcome beyond wanting the team they support to win? From a bird's eye view, it is a legitimate question. Sports fans cheer on teams of coaches and players that they never met a day in the life and have no direct connection with their outcomes. Career success for these players and coaches do absolutely nothing for the financial state of most fans, ignoring the gamblers. And when a team of strangers fails, why do fans share in the agony of their defeat? Why take it personally at all? Fans invest time, money, and emotion in a game, but do not take the field or orchestrate the schemes that win or lose the games. From an outside perspective, it does not make any sense for people to be a fan of any sports team. But this is not unique to the United States. People all over the world are fans of their favorite soccer clubs, cricket teams, tennis players, and a host of other sports. Sports brings us together. People of different walks of life can come together and share a common bond. Lawyer, teacher, business person, and construction worker all may root for the same team, the same players, and feel a common bond, even though their lives are so very different. That sense of community is the last real institution left in our world that still connects people, still helps people get through their weeks regardless of their station in life. For what may be a short 4 hours, they are not worried about their bills, job responsibilities, family obligations, or anything else, and they may share that love with the next generation. The beauty of sports. My Philadelphia Eagles lost their third straight game this week. Like every other Philly fan, I am extremely disappointed, but I am taking the perspective that it is what it is this season. Not every season can be like last year. The excitement each and capping it off with the ultimate prize in sports was something I will never forget. So I can accept to some degree that we eventually would return to the mean. Every team eventually does. The Kansas City Chiefs are also experiencing a pivotal season to forget. The Baltimore Ravens are struggle bunnies this season as well. So we should not believe that we are immune from disappointment. While all this is going on, the reality is that everything is still in front of us. We still have the opportunity to have a home playoff game, still have a chance to make a run if we can figure it out, and still have a chance to turn it completely around. But it will take some spark in players and coaches to gain some sense of urgency that does not appear to be there. Well, maybe to some degree. Despite the loss and the turnovers, the offense did put up some better numbers. But they need to do it while controlling the ball and playing complementary football. The kind that has all phases of the team complementing positive play, not bad play, which is the case right now. It is frustrating. I will admit there have been times where I had to change the channel, focus more on work than the bad football that was on television. But if they finally found some assertive play, then maybe we are a step in the right direction. For a team that continues to talk about identity, the problem is that identity right now is losing games, which is something we have to change. They can talk about fundamentals and focus, but talk is useless. Actions are what fans want to see. Not because fans will bear the consequence of the results from failure on the field, because fans need something to fuel the environment that other teams fear to enter. The Link is a formidable special place that is special. I was born in Philly and spent a considerable amount of time there growing, and still now. People outside of the city of brotherly love do not understand Philly. They listen to stereotypes by media markets trying to shape how you view Philadelphians. But few actually go and experience the city and its people for themselves. Philly people are passionate. They are not fair weather people at all. And we see that in our sports. Philly fans love our teams like they are members of their family. Sometimes we have to show tough love and make it clear and obvious that we are not happy with how they are performing. Like one would do with a family member who is not living up to their potential. It is not a result of perpetual anger. Some other cities are more of the nanny culture, where they are more than an arm's length. Just like a stereotypical parent who wants to be a parent but does not want to discipline or give attention to their child like you see on television. We are not like that. We are engaged with our teams, active in their lives. So when our teams are struggling and losing 1, 2, or 3 games in a row, we feel it too. We want them to succeed. We want to see them at their best and persevere over adversity. People do not understand the bond between Philly teams and us Philly fans. They do not need to, because we do not care. The best team in the NFL seems to be the Los Angeles Rams. They are playing well in all phases and they are resilient in maximizing the outcomes this year, bouncing back nicely after defeats. I know the easy view would be to call one of the teams that are on long winning streaks the best team. The New England Patriots are playing well and the Denver Broncos are too, both with the best records in the league. I give the slight edge to the Rams because of their experience, but experience can be overcome in big moments when you have the coaching these two teams have. Imagine for a moment a third Super Bowl featuring the Rams and the Patriots. And if the Patriots and their young talented quarterback in Drake may win the game, the obvious comparisons to Tom Brady will be non-stop in the media. The Kansas City Chiefs will not be division champions this year even if they run the table. The streak is over, and they are facing the potential end of an era for their core of a roster who has been to 5 Super Bowls, winning 3 of them. The sustained success is admirable. Few teams are able to sustain winning year in and year out. Look at my Eagles, where we are searching for our identity late into the season following our Super Bowl win. It is not easy being the hunted and still remaining ahead of the pack. They have been the standard for the league since the Tom Brady era ended, and now they will need to make tough decisions potentially, or at least find a way to breathe life back into the offense that is not catching the breaks this year that it was last year. On one end, it shows us that we should appreciate greatness when it is happening regardless of if you are a fan of the team, or if you are not, then understand that eventually the tide will change and your team can win the division at some point again. Now, this week's picks. The Los Angeles Rams host the Detroit Lions, who are trying to regain that spark that made them the top seed last year. The Rams are having a great year and are poised to make a run, and the Lions have the potential to turn it on when it matters most. This will probably be the best game of the weekend, to say the least. Both offenses can light up the scoreboard, and the defenses can step up to the challenge when needed as well. The Rams do not really have a home field advantage in Los Angeles, it seems, yet, so that may not be a factor as much, but I will take Stafford beating his former team in a close game. The Green Bay Packers are coming off a big win over the then conference-leading Chicago Bears. Now they head to Denver to face the conference-leading Broncos, who have the tiebreaker of the Patriots. The Packers are favored on the road in this one. Both offenses can leave a lot to be desired at times, but can be explosive when their backs are against the wall. I think logically to some degree the Packers are the right pick, but the Broncos show up to big games and do not back down. I will go with the upset. The Broncos over the Packers. The rematch between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills, who play 2 games every year, but that early win by the Patriots gave life to their fan base. For New England, they come in with a cushion, so they will leave regardless as the division leader. The question is, can Josh Allen restore order in the sense that despite their first real challenge in the division since Tom Brady left, they can win against the new up-and-coming team? I do not think so. I will take the Patriots. The Pittsburgh Steelers are taking on the Miami Dolphins, who have a chance to get to 500. Mike McDaniels has steadied the ship, it seems, after a horrid start to the season where it seemed like they were mentally not in the games. The Steelers come off a big win to maintain their spot in the division against the rival Baltimore Ravens. The Dolphins traded away talent and lost players to injury, but are not going away. I think the Steelers will win on Monday night, but it may be close. Finally, can the Kansas City Chiefs find a way to balance their record after 2 straight losses? They host the team that beat them down in Brazil to begin the 2-game losing streak to start the season. They have so many injuries and players no longer playing at the peak of their career performance level. This could be one of those games where we just want to see for at least one more Sunday that Patrick Mahomes, Travis, and the new young receivers show what they are capable of. The Chargers are better than they have been in many years, but I think the Chiefs may have that last stand in them. Chiefs over Chargers. A big thank you to all of you in the audience. Your viewership is appreciated and valued. Please like and subscribe to experience new content every Sunday here, or experience the Christopher Peter Review by visiting www.crcreview.com. Thank you once again. Until next time.